Previously on the Fentertainment channel, my son and I took a trip and checked out Run to the Sun 2018. Hey guys, what's up? This is Ryan Fenners. Welcome back to the Fentertainment channel. This week I decided to add pine straw to our flower beds. I haven't done this in probably 3 or 4 years, and I had my son helping me. I remember when I was his age, I was always having to help my mom and dad when they did any kind of yard work, cutting grass, trimming bushes, trimming hedges, or actually laying pine straw like you see here. And I guess things stick with you over time. My parents really liked a really fluffy pine straw bed, and then once it gets matted down, you'd have to go back and fluff it and tuck and roll it also. But I'm gonna show you how I do this here. Basically what I'm using is long needle pine straw, and this is usually about $5 a bale locally. Now, don't get this twisted. There's a lot of guys out there who will come to your house and lay pine straw for $5 a bale, but you got to watch certain guys, because say they'll charge you for 80 bales, they might only give you 50. So that's why I like to do it myself. Now, the pine straw calculator on my yard calls for 10 bales of pine straw, and I'll put a link in the description below where you can check that calculator out for yourself. Now, like I mentioned earlier, it calls for about 10 bales for my yard. However, I went ahead and got 5 more bales because I like a really fluffed tuck and roll pine straw bed, and I'm going to show you all of that here in just a minute. But once you're fluffing it out, like shown here, go ahead and tuck it around all your plants, in front of them, in the back of them. Once you've done all the plants around, make sure to go past your border. I usually go past about 6 to 10 inches past the border, and the border is where I used to have the brick pavers that we removed earlier in the video. Now, once you get it past the border, you can leave it there if you want. I know a lot of people who just leave it like that, but in the next steps, I'm going to show you how to tuck and roll pine straw to make it look even fuller and give it a really nice rounded look. What you're going to use is a blower. I use a steel gas blower. It's a 2-stroke blower, and I love the blower itself. However, it doesn't have to be steel. It can be any blower, obviously. But what you're going to do is, once you have your pine straw laid and it's real thick and full just like you like it, next step is go ahead and get your blower and start blowing around the front edge, or basically all edges of the pine straw itself. And what this does is the pine straw actually tucks itself underneath itself and gives it a nice rolled look. And that's where the technique tuck and roll comes from, like shown here. I'll go to the next shot right here, kind of show you firsthand. There's a sweet spot when doing this, and you'll get the feel of it. The sweet spot for me is generally about 8 to 10 inches away from the pine straw itself, and I was giving it about half throttle. Then I'll go back into the yard and actually use the blower as a broom and push any extra needles that are out in the yard closer towards the bed. But that's about it, guys. It's not really a big secret, or maybe it is to some people. As you can see here, the bed is nice and full. And over the next couple of weeks, the bed will actually start to pack itself down. And if you want, you can go ahead and actually fluff it again, just go pick it up and fluff it, and then you can go tuck and roll. But that's, like I said before, that's how I do it, and that's how I like my pine straw. I appreciate you guys watching. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I have all other kind of videos, and I'll post links here and there. And give this video a like if it's helped you out any. And we'll see y'all later.